Okay, so here's my '08 Pilot. Here's what I discovered. So, not sure, but they say that you need to buy U-bolts to make this skid plate work with a 3-inch lift and a 1-inch subframe drop. Now, I don't know if this is for just me or maybe other people, but I was able to just bolt it up to like the normal factory spots and then just bolt it to the lower radiator support. And even upon looking here, the U-bolts probably won't fit in there because the bar runs through here like this in there. So I don't know how exactly that works out. This doesn't line up the best, but it does work. Yeah, I mean, that works. I'm not entirely sure what we are going to do with the U-bolts now. The U-bolts. So yeah, all I just ended up using was the bolts from HRG, which were already longer than the factory, and they were longer than these that came with the Nolo Designs bolts. So I just left the spacers out on the front bolt setup. I left the spacers out and I used the bolts from HRG off-road. And what I did was to make this flush here, if you see, these have been trimmed. All I did was there's a lip here that they run off that would interfere with how this would lay flat. And if you can see, it's laying flat. So all I did was press this up to the bottom of the car, mark off on the sides here where I needed to trim. Same thing on this side, so it's sitting flat. And all I did was trim this piece off with a little angle die grinder. I just used to sit in here like that. So, yep, I just trimmed that off, little lip piece, and now this sits flush and nice and doesn't have to have U-bolts sticking out of the front here, which at your attack angle, things would snag your U-bolts coming this way. You should never have anything snagging your fasteners. So that's just my way that I've worked around this. But other than that, yeah, these skid plates are incredibly high quality. They seem to be really nice. We will tell with time. And we've got the rear plate back here as well, of course. This one is super simple. It just comes with a tab here, a little square tab with a square hole in it. You just break this off by twisting it back and forth. And you'll take your, I think it's a golden bolt. It is a, I can't remember the name, but it's like an anchor bolt. And you stick it in there. You stick the bolt through the metal piece that you break off from here, stick it up through there, stick it down through these channels. It'll look like a hole like this. And then you just bolt that up and tighten it down and everything should flush out. But, yep, that's just how this setup has worked on my Pilot. Thank you.